Greetings, kind humans. Today I will be sharing with you my full body dynamic warm up that I do before all of my workouts. I obtained this from Anabolic Aliens here on YouTube almost 10 years ago. Yes, I do it a lot, and I've never had any injuries. I do pretty intense workouts. First up, we have the alternating high kicks. I do the alternating high kicks for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, depending on how stiff I am. You can do any of these exercises, maybe 1 to 3 sets, and that could be from 30 seconds to 1 minute. So the alternating high kicks, you're standing tall with your feet hip width apart. You want to feel this warm up in your hamstrings, your hips, your core, and it improves your flexibility. Reach toward your raised foot with the opposite hand if comfortable. With the alternating high kicks, also know that you can do these while walking if space permits, but I usually don't walk when I do the alternating high kicks. Next, we have the alternating toe touches. You want to stretch those hamstrings, squeeze the core for balance. The alternating toe touches, these stretch your hamstrings while activating your core and improving your balance as well. Reach the opposite hand toward your toes. The purpose of dynamic warm up exercises is to keep you moving continuously. You don't want to hold any stretches in these type of warm-ups. You want to keep your core lightly engaged throughout the warm-up. Breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. Start slowly, then gradually increase your range of motion and speed. I'm also showing you different angles. You don't have to go down as low. Just do what's comfortable for you. Listen to your body. Also notice that I'll be showing you some modified options to do these exercises here with the alternating toe touches. You don't have to lift your back leg if you're not comfortable with your balance just yet. So you can keep that back leg, that back toe, and that back foot on the ground as you move forward with your front hand touching your front leg. Again, you want to do these exercises before you work out, and you can do 1 to 3 of these sets, depending on what you think you feel is necessary. Usually, I only do 1 set. And with the original Anabolic Alien videos, I would follow along and I would only do it for 5 minutes. So this video is longer just to give you more details on how you can modify them and to show you different angles on how you can properly perform the exercises. Up next, we have the alternating lunges with the twists. This is the third exercise in this dynamic warm up. So, the alternating lunges, this loosens your hips, your legs, your spine, and your upper body. You want to step forward into a lunge, lower until both knees are bent comfortably. Twist your upper body toward your front leg. Return to center. Push back to standing, and you want to alternate legs. Your body should be like this, okay? You want to keep your front knee over your ankle, twisting over your front knee. You want to keep your chest tall, okay? Next up, we have the alternating knee tucks. These are great for warming up your hips, glutes, and it improves your balance as well. What do you know? So, how do you do these? You stand tall, you pull one knee toward your chest with both hands. Stand tall for a brief second, and you want to release and repeat on each side. So basically, you're just pulling your knee to your chest, pushing off the toe as you switch sides. You don't want to lean backward or collapse. your standing knee. These are the alternating knee tucks. Here I'm demonstrating alternating hip turnouts. These improve your hip mobility and loosen your stiff hip joints. You may even hear some crunching or cracking while you're doing these. That's completely normal. Just your joints warming up. You want to stand tall and lift one knee until it's about hip height and rotate your knee outward like you're opening a gate. Now, it's again and very, very important that you listen to your body. Everyone is different. If you feel any pain or discomfort, you should not proceed. So you want to bring your foot back down and repeat with the opposite leg. You're bringing the knee at least to hip level, and you're only turning the knee outward as you can comfortably do that. Know your range of motion. A gentle popping or cracking in your hips. Again, this is normal, but just listen to your body. If there's pain, please stop. These usually feel good when I do them, but everyone's different. Next up, we have the rising torso twist. This is a good one as well. It warms up your spine, your hips, and your core. Hinge forward slightly at your hips. Swing your arms as you rise slowly to a standing position. Stand tall while rotating your torso. Continue alternating side to side. Again, I'm just showing you different angles. You're moving very smoothly from bent to standing, rotating through your upper body. You do not want to jerk your back or twist too aggressively. Here's an oldie but a goodie. These are the back slaps. These are great for opening up the chest, warming up the shoulders, and you're improving your posture. So swing both arms out wide. Bring your hands behind you. You want to gently slap or tap your upper or lower back. Open your arms wide again. Repeat continuously. So you're opening up your chest with every repetition and you're pulling your shoulder blades together, moving smoothly without a shrug. So these are not shrugs. Hunching your shoulders toward your ears, that's not good either. Now we have the backward arm circles. These warm up your shoulders and improve your shoulder mobility. It's essential to have healthy shoulders because if you ever get a shoulder injury, yikes, I hear those are very hard to heal. So, how do you do the backward arm circles? You hold your arms out to the sides. You start with small backward circles and you slowly increase the size of the circles. Reach your largest comfortable circles. What should your body be doing? You want to keep your chest open, you're standing tall, and you're moving only your shoulders, keeping your neck relaxed. This is one of my favorite exercises. It actually feels like a massage. And then we have the forward arm circles. These also warm up the shoulders and increase mobility. Extend both arms out to your sides, make small circles forward, and gradually make the circles larger. Continue until reaching your biggest circles comfortably. So, with the dynamic warm up, remember you're not trying to get tired. You're trying to get your body to say, okay, I'm ready to move now. So, these are great for getting started with most. any workout. Honestly, I do these before I rollerblade, before I run, weight training, you name it. Up next, here's the high intensity ones. We have the high knees. Don't worry, I have the modified versions coming up too. But with the high knees, you want to raise your heart rate while activating your core and hip flexors. So we're jogging in place. Now we have the modified knee raises. These are the modified high knees. You're going to bring each knee above your hip level if possible, landing lightly on the balls of your feet, keeping your core tight, standing tall throughout. Do not lean backward. These are the modified high knees. Up next, we have the butt kicks. Oh boy, are we getting that heart rate up? I'm breaking a sweat. And typically, when you're doing the dynamic warm ups, you will sweat. You're getting your body ready for a workout. Your heart, your circulation, you're just basically jogging in place. And your goal is to get the heels of your feet to your glutes. And here's a modified example of how to do the butt kicks. You want to alternate legs quickly and swing your arms naturally, whatever feels comfortable with your hands and your arms. Maybe you can kind of mirror what you would do if you were actually running, or you can hold your hands in front like I'm doing here. Whatever's comfortable, just keep those heels going to your butt as close as possible. All right, the infamous jumping jacks are next. Oh boy, are we getting our heart rates up here. No worries, I do have the modified version of your jumping jacks coming up too. These warm up the entire body and it elevates your heart. Jump those feet apart. Raise your arms overhead and jump back to the starting position. All right, the modified jumping jacks. If you don't want to do the high intensity options here, for whatever reason, there's typically other ways that you can perform the exercise safely and comfortably. And for the modified jumping jacks, as you can see, we're basically just stepping out comfortably, our legs to the side without jumping or bouncing. Beginner friendly as well. And finally, we have the burpees. These are very, very difficult for me, but I always do them. Again, I have been doing the anabolic aliens dynamic warm up for years. I never skip any of these exercises. I typically only do 3 burpees in the 30 seconds allowed because it's at the end of this particular exercise routine. So, again, this is the full body dynamic warm up that I do before all of my workouts. And I honestly believe it has kept me injury free for years. Again, you want to keep the body moving continuously before your workout. The dynamic warm ups are not to be used like a stretch or a static stretch before you work out. You're not holding the stretch. The purpose of a full body dynamic warm up is to increase your blood flow, to get your muscles ready so they're ready to work. That's all I have. I hope you guys have a safe, happy workout.